Good evening, everyone. I am Velvet Duke of the Dandies. You're tuning in to Holodeck Follies, our Star Trek fandom show. We've been running this show for 8 years, and 8, 9 years. There may have been some time dilation in there sometime. We're very glad that you are joining us tonight for another episode, completely improvised. And, well, it's completely improvised. I'm not doing it alone. And yeah, I'm not doing it alone. So we are going to recognize that not everyone has tuned into our shows before. So we're going to let you know a little bit about what our characters have done between episodes, and then we will make everything up from there. Well, okay, including the logs. Let's start now. Just so I stop fumbling over myself, I'm going to get into character. Here we go. Captain's log, Stardate 49294. The USS Peregrine has been slightly damaged. We went through a mini meteorite storm. The repairs will be negligible, but if we don't repair them, our next journey in warp may be a little bit more dangerous than I'd like. I want to stop off at Starbase 4, but I had a bit of a fight with the operations chief there. So I will make myself scarce if I can. Captain's log out.
Commander Hunter's log. Well, this ship has been roughed up a little, but it's nothing the Peregrine can't handle. She's been through worse. Staff are on double rotation to get the repairs finished. It shouldn't be anything too complicated. It's just a lot of little details and trying to make relationships with the crew a little more personal. I've decided to head back to my roots and get my hands dirty. I'll be taking part in some of the repairs myself as opposed to delegating, which is what all good commanders do. Try to branch out a little bit and head back to my roots. And seems to be a lot of botany references here for some reason. Log end.
Computer. A 9 of 10. I am here to talk to you. I am heading back to my roots. The ones that they connected to my feet when I became Borg. I am having foot difficulties. Mostly, I can feel my toes again. It has been years. They're odd and squirmy. And there are too many of them. So, I have decided I will connect back in with my roots. I will ensure they go numb, and that way I can return to my base state, not feeling the ground, not feeling my feelings, not feeling anything at all. Thank you, computer. 9 of 10, out.
Chief Medical Officer Dr. Helator. I'm trying to find a way for 9 of 10 to stop feeling everything, especially her toes. Honestly, I thought it would be easy to damage a bunch of nerves, but it turns out if you damage nerves, things start dying. It's quite a conundrum. Dr. Helator out.
We take you now to the bridge of the USS Peregrine.
Ensign.
Oh, no, we don't. We'll give Zach a chance. Here we go, Zach.
Dear Diary, Ensign Zach here. Seem to be forgotten by my crew because some of them have been working doubles. I've been working quadruples trying to fix a massive hole in the cargo bay. Someone could send me down maybe a meal and a coffee, that'd be wonderful, but I'm going to keep working. I've lost most of my tools. I'm down to a glue stick, so we'll see how this goes. Love always, Ensign Zach.
We take you now to the bridge of the USS Peregrine. 9 of 10, I want you to register into the crew manifest that we will need a new ensign. We are down one, it seems.
Yes. It turns out that when you destroy nerves, things die. That is in the doctor's official report. I destroyed nerves, Ensign died.
Wow. I'm glad that the doctor is helping you with that. I didn't realize it had progressed that badly for you. Do you need extra time away from the console?
Um, I am probably all right for now, Captain. It is just like having worms in my shoes at all times. And you know how that goes. It is uncomfortable.
I do know how it goes. Actually, I use regalian worms myself. They help stimulate the nerve endings. So it's interesting that it has a different effect on your physiology.
Captain, you use worms and you have toes.
Yes, it is usual to have toes.
Worms and toes, and you still maintain your concentration. Wow, I did not realize that Andorians were as strong as Borg, but you are steel-willed, Captain. You really are.
Thank you, Nine. I do. There are times that my attention wanders just a little bit, but you're right. I've got used to it, and as captain, I do have to be aware of what's going on more often than I would like. Speaking of which, how's our progress to the starbase?
We are in orbit, Captain.
Wonderful, wonderful. Open up hailing channels. And I'm hoping that Smitty is not on duty right now.
Opened.
This is Captain Taki. Smitty.
Or Smitty here. Tachyon Field. It's so lovely to see you again.
And lovely to see you as well. How's the family, Smitty?
Oh, my family.
Mm.
Yes, well, my brother was assimilated by the Borg several years ago. You remember that. He hasn't come back yet. He doesn't get to be an XB. I know they're very cool. They get to keep some of their implants and then run around being, whatever they were before, human or, Klingon
or in your case, Regalian.
Regalian, absolutely. I don't want to regale you about how difficult that can be, but nope, he's still a drone somewhere out there. So, we're holding out hope. The rest of the family, though, doing fine.
Right.
Peregrine still falling apart?
Not falling apart so much as a little bit holier than thou.
Oh, yes, I see. Yes, you've always been holy, haven't you, Captain Tachyon?
Look, Smitty, is it possible for us to spend some time, just you and I, just to, if it's possible to smooth the waters, I would like that.
Smooth the water. Okay.
Okay. I apologize. That was not the right phrase, given how I had your brother as a shield smoothing the barrage of. Anyway, old news.
Old news.
Not old news. It is not old news. I am not. 9 of 10. When I said I get a little distracted sometimes, this is an example of me getting distracted.
Yes. Just so you know, Captain, in terms of ensuring that you win this social engagement that appears nice but feels not, I have checked, and this starbase has more holes tearing it apart than Swiss cheese. It has approximately 55.145171932 repeating minutes left before it is destroyed.
9 of 10, is it? 9 of 10?
Yeah.
I realize we're starbase number 4, okay? That means we're very old. We're very low on the list of Starfleet priorities. So I think all things considered, Starbase 5 is just dust, and Starbase 3, who even knows where that thing is? I think we're doing pretty good.
Yes, you are doing pretty good, but in 54.1437129143719 repeating minutes, you will be dead. So perhaps you would like an engineering team to come and fix your starbase. It is an easy repair if you are a bee.
Yes.
Or an engineering captain. Between the bees and the engineering captains, maybe we can do you more help than you can do us.
Yes, that's confirmed. Peregrine, we would request assistance to help us from ceasing to be. So if you do want to send an engineering team, we would definitely be grateful because we are all Starfleet and we all have to help each other out, whether we like each other or not. So yes, we are in danger. And once you get us fixed up, I got to go put out some fires and then we can look at the Peregrine. Starbase 4 out. Send your teams immediately, please. Thank you.
9 of 10, will you join me in this mission?
Yes. Now that I have made a single B reference, must I make puns like Commander, Ensign, something ranked Smitty? I do not know.
I give you a challenge. I give you a challenge to make 2 puns on your time, at your leisure, if possible, if it makes sense. Actually, if it doesn't make sense, that's even better. Those are the more satisfying puns as far as I'm concerned.
Captain, you are a cruel taskmaster, but I will try.
Thank you. Let us head down to the starbase.
Cut to the starbase.
My goodness, this place is falling apart all around me. We're trying everything we can do to keep it together, and then that stupid Peregrine shows up and makes us look bad.
Oh, he makes us look so bad, Smitty. So bad!
I am trying so hard to keep this place together. It's basically being held together by chewing gum and
tape.
And tape. A lot of tape.
We gotta one-up them with repairs. Whatever repairs they do to us, we do 3 times better repairs for them.
Hey guys, I'm running out of bubble gum down here. Replace our ship. It's getting a little nutty.
I am going to request more bubblegum rations for you. Normally this is an exception, but clearly we are falling apart at the seams.
And you should know we only have masking tape left. The worst tape ever. Well, washi tape is actually the worst for holding things together, but masking tape is what we've got.
It doesn't even stick properly, and when it does stick, it rips things.
And it gets wet, and then it gets gross, and it falls off.
It is good for painting. It is good for painting, but painting is the last job we need around here. There's nothing to paint if we're all in a vacuum.
That's ridiculous.
Nothing.
Excuse me, I was told to stop painting, but I'm a painter, and I don't know what to do now.
You're on hold. If you have other skills, then we will make use of them. But for now, you're on standby. Standby. So keep those paint cans closed. Don't let them dry out. Get that roller or ribbon and ready, but don't wet it yet, because you'll be painting over things that might actually be sucked into space. So wait till we're complete, and then you're not wasting your time. Much to do.
What's a skill that's not painting? I didn't pass anything but painting class.
Oh, we're specialized.
Can you cut tape?
Is it like the kind, like painter's tape, like the kind you tear?
Yes.
I can tear tape?
Yes. Then you can put together some things.
But then I have to paint something, because otherwise my soul just doesn't feel good.
You could paint directions on the tape.
Okay.
Yeah. Paint the tape.
Yeah.
Folk art designs. I like folk art designs.
Oh, we all love folk art designs. You're gonna be fine.
Okay. I'll go tear one piece of tape and then paint for about 10 hours, and then I'll tear another.
Okay. She's not gonna be fine. She's not gonna be. We might have to let her go.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
That'd be awful.
we will need her for painting when things are complete. So as long as she doesn't have a complete breakdown, I think she'll find her purpose again. She'll find her purpose again.
Okay. Okay.
Commander Smitty, the replicators were acting up, so I've used the extra tape that I had, and I've been able to modify that into paint cans for our painters. So I just wanted to let you know that the replicators are now okay, the paint is now okay, but our tape supply has diminished.
Okay.
Now we only have 3 rolls of tape?
There is some prioritization on this station that is not going. We need structural integrity fields more than we need paint. Paint is cosmetic. That's for later. Oh my goodness! I am going to.
It's Tachyon.
Field. Welcome to Starbase 4. As you can see, we are old and falling apart.
Yes, you are. Your starbase also is unpleasant.
9 of 10. Thank you. You literally beat me to the punch on that one. That's one for you. Smitty, any rejoinders?
No, I don't have much to say to an XB and a hot dog captain, but we're all Starfleet, so we're all going to work together. And any assistance that you could lend would be greatly appreciated. We have painting covered. Thank you very much. What we need now is structural integrity fields. So if you have any experts in that, we could definitely use their assistance. If you'll excuse me, I'm gonna pass you on to my subordinate here. I do have to take care of some things, delegate some things, and put out several fires.
I see 2 subordinates. Which ones are you delegating to?
The one that looks more like they have their act together. I have to go.
So the one that doesn't look like a frog is me.
The one that looks like a frog is me.
Well, I assume we should use the frog because he appears like he will hop to it. That is pun 1 dead.
Well done, well done.
Also, that was just for the pun. We should probably not use the frog man.
No,
Well, I don't know. I mean, all I do is scream out what we don't have for supplies. Like that's the sum total of my job. We have 3 rolls of tape left.
Come with me to engineering, and we'll see what we can do about the structural integrity field. And then you can tell me what supplies you don't have that will help us actually succeed at this. 9 and 10, what will you take on?
Well, I assume that Smitty will need my assistance, as I am the only one who can recalibrate the issue with the shields that led to us being torn apart in the first place. However, it will require Borg technology, and as Smitty runs away whenever I speak, I am assuming this will be an issue. Is there?
I am going to enjoy that chase montage. Go ahead.
Is there another
Is
Smitty
there a
that
witch?
I can speak to instead? I do not like this one.
Well, you're the one with the frog hat is actually the other Smitty. His name is Other Smitty.
Yeah.
Yeah, they call me Omitty.
Smitty Omitty.
Smitty Omitty.
And my name is Gritty, by the way. Gritty.
Smitty,
She just
yeah.
yells things.
No.
Anyone dance shitty? Sorry, they're never around. I have to get back to my office.
Yes, I will go force him to work with me. I
That
will
sounds
alert you
like
if I
a
make
good
one
plan.
number 2.
Wonderful. And at some point, let's do a switch off because Smitty and I still need to pity Smitty and I need to still resolve some past issues. We have our orders cut to engineering.
Okay, well, that's one EPS conduit down, about 100 more to go. Most of them should be fairly similar. I just might not have any eyebrows after this is done.
You have 2 eyebrows right now.
Thank you, Doctor. 2 for now, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. How's the crew holding up? Starbase 4, I'm sure they were looking for some R&R, but my understanding is Starbase 4 is not in great shape either.
It's not in great shape. Actually, that's why I've opened a comm to you, Commander. Is we are going to need more hands on this deck than we did on the Peregrine.
Captain, I am reading a bunch of issues with our supplies. I mean, it's dire. We have a dire situation here. Like there's nothing to put things together with anymore.
So there are no adhesives.
There's no adhesives.
There's nothing that applies heat and therefore welding them together.
We don't even have any jam left. And I mean,
That's a jam.
it's a jam. It's a jam. We have a slight bit of mustard in a packet, but
You know who?
it's not
You
gonna
know that just reminds me of. I really miss Ensign Zach. Like I haven't seen him forever, and I hope that he hasn't himself become a condiment. But the mustard packages and the jams and the thank you for that memory. I wonder what happened to him. It's been so long. Anyway, as you said, we are in a dire situation, and wow, I just felt like I had a flash, a flash of him.
I did too.
Oh, wonderful. We need to focus. Maybe the Regalian worms, but we need to focus on the mission at hand. We need to help the Starbase get our hands in there. Find anything that you can possibly, maybe a little bit of spit and paper, and we'll make paper mache, whatever we can do.
The USS Wasp's Nest. Excellent.
Yes.
I will get this for you.
Great. I'm going to close down comms and continue in engineering here on the Starbase.
And as long as we don't go to warp, the Peregrine should hold out. So I guess prioritize the Starbase. I'm going to hold things down here.
Can you try and extend the shields from the Peregrine to the whole Starbase? Maybe that will help with the integrity.
Yeah, I can. Captain?
Yeah.
I'm on it.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that's going to be very exciting to watch as I use this console to recalibrate the structural integrity field and inertial dampeners. And I should be able to actually modify our warp field to extend that around the Starbase. And that should increase their integrity while not putting ours in jeopardy.
Hunter, 9 of 10.
9 of 10. Are you reading any kind of structural integrity improvements on Starbase 4?
Not yet, but I do read that we are now tearing our own ship apart along with the Starbase.
Oh, let me dial that down a little. Ensign Zach is. I keep feeling like I see and I know, and then. Whew.
Oh, you mean the psychic link?
I mean, I don't necessarily want to go to that conclusion, but I don't know what else to call it. So if it's from the mouth of a Borg, then yeah, it must be a psychic link if that's where you're going with it. I would have.
Yes. In order to recreate my root structure, in order to eliminate the feeling of my toes, I had to use a Jeffries tube. I think perhaps Ensign Zach is caught in the neural net and has now turned into a psychic ghost in all our heads.
So 9 of 10, your toes turned Ensign Zach into a ghost.
Yes, just like last month.
Yeah, that sounds like a job for the doctor. I'm going to work on this integrity field for a little while here so that I can balance between the Peregrine and Starbase 4. I obviously don't want to tear us apart.
Yes, be careful. If you speak with Ensign Zach for too long, you could get caught in his neural net as well. So just speak to him in short bursts.
So don't speak with Ensign Zach. Okay, I need to focus on this. Hunter out.
Cargo.
Cut to the 10-9 forward on Starbase 4. So you don't have any synthahol.
We don't have any synthahol. We only have vodka.
Yeah.
And we only have one shot of vodka.
One shot of vodka. Well,
Oh.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
wait. Are you a painter by chance? Because some of the best earth rye is actually from painters' tears. So if we can collect and capture some of your tears while you tell us the woes, the travesty of not being able to paint, we can use that and the shot of vodka to create an adhesive that may just, you have a container, thank you, that may just help us in this jam.
Oh, I get to talk?
Yes, please.
And you listen?
I will listen intently. I will still give commands from now to now, but I will listen intently.
Oh, well, my problem started when I was 1 minute old.
Mm.
And at that time, I just was so deep. I just knew I was going to have such a meaningful existence.
Yes, yes, let it all out through the eye ducts, yes.
No one believed me. No one else believed in me the way I did. It was like I talked to them and all they heard was screaming and crying.
Oh, that is the life of a Cassandra. Yes, thank you for getting a bigger container. This is so wonderful, and I'm hoping that it is helping you as well.
Yes, it's helping me. So now let's just skip forward to when the real problems began.
Oh, of course, yes.
At 2 minutes old.
2 minutes. Oh,
2 minutes old.
do you have any of those umbrellas that we can add in? We can use that as part of the adhesive. Yeah, 2 minutes old. It must have been the worst.
It was the worst. It was, you don't even understand. Because there I was. And, like you might say, I had everything, right? My family's like, they own this starbase. They own it. I mean, it's Starfleet's, but like,
I understand.
we are just so to everybody that it's like we own it, and yet somehow I have the worst problems in the whole world, and no one understands.
Thank you for opening so much. I think right now, I think that's enough. We can cap it at that. Go over and we will take the painter's tears. Thank you so much. Do you know what paper is?
I know what paper is.
I have a napkin. It's a paper napkin. Would you draw me something?
I mean, I could.
I mean paint. I mean paint, really. If you could paint a picture of from 2 minutes to now, and I will come back and retrieve that from you.
Well, but don't you want to hear things like?
I do, but we have so many tears. I don't want to drown my sorrow. I want to save it for the painting.
Oh, but I have feelings.
I can tell you have feelings. I'm glad for your feelings. And now I have to take advantage of the other things that we have to save your starbase.
Yeah, but I have a feeling. And I have a ship. So I don't understand why this starbase is more important to you than my feelings. I didn't even get to 4 minutes old. I did not even get there.
You have a ship. That is a wonderful spot for you to be safe because this starbase is not.
Oh no, this thing is gonna fall apart. But like,
right. And we're trying to save it. So I'm going to walk away with all politeness and respect. I do want to hear more, but right now the priority is on keeping us from blowing up.
I don't know if that's my priority.
Oh, I can tell. Yeah. I'm going to thank you. I'm going to exit. You want to come with me?
Yep, I'm coming.
All right. Good luck. Yeah, please paint. Oh, use your tears to paint. Yes, great, yes. Wonderful. Cut to the USS Peregrine.
Okay, structural integrity fields appear to be balanced between both the station and the Peregrine. I'm going to use a tractor beam to alter the rotation of the station. They seem to be spinning a little too fast. Hello?
Oh, yeah. Hi, Commander. You want me to just keep putting my fingers in the holes as they appear in the ship?
So yes, but also, if you have the molecular binder, you could then also, when removing a finger, attempt to seal the holes as well. We don't want just a stopgap. We want a permanent solution.
Okay, Ensign John Johnston to Dr. Keelator. I've run out of hands. Can you come make me some new ones, please?
Sure, I'll bring the spare hands. Just a second.
Thank you.
Johnson, I am going to join you, and I will use the molecular binder. And as you remove a finger, I will attempt to bind the hole. Are you ready?
But
I have your extra hands.
yeah,
There you go.
Okay, I didn't know that we could. I feel like I need some extra hands now, but I don't. Now,
I've got some more here. Here.
I personally am calibrated with the number of hands that I have, and I think not an emergency is the best time for me to get used to more hands. What I am going to do,
Okay.
I'm going to use this binder, and Ensign Johnston, you have enough hands now that it's basically just chill. You just plugged all the holes, and we're good.
yeah, there's like one hand over there and one hand over there, and then yeah, they're gonna plug the holes, and those ones are gonna try to help with the ship. But even with all my hands, the ship is definitely having some difficulties. So you might want to find things as well.
There's still a struggle. So we're gonna do like a reverse twister where we'll like maybe sort of randomly pick a hand and a finger, and then you remove it, and then yeah. So let's go second left hand ring finger.
That one's on blue button. The blue button got ripped out.
Yeah, I'm gonna bind the hole over the button. So we'll take the finger out in like 3, 2, 1. Okay, go. Look at that. One less hole on the Peregrine.
Yes. Okay. Now only 10,000-ish to go now.
Yep, it's going to be a long process and not one that anyone would care to watch. Cut back to Starbase 4.
Is it possible that your cousin is available? I know that we've been basically circling the starbase, unable to really connect in a meaningful way.
Captain.
By my cousin? Do you
Yeah.
mean other Smitty?
Yeah, I mean Pity Smitty.
Pity Smitty. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably Smitty.
Captain, I think Smitty is hiding here. I have looked everywhere on this station.
And I've tried to scan for his location, and he is not on the starbase according to any Federation equipment that I can find.
Did you need to talk to me, Omidi?
No, not Amity. Sorry, Amity. No, nothing.
So-
Yeah. Hey, what did you do with the painter's ears? Did you mix it up with the umbrellas?
I mixed it up with the umbrellas and I got them waiting over here, but you got to come quick. They're kind of near some heat and they're starting to bubble.
Oh, so yeah, take it off the heat and let it cool. That should form a nice little adhesive. Will help. And if you have anything to bind it with, clothing, if you can replicate more uniforms, then that will act like a paper mache glue for some of the holes.
Paper mache glue. That sounds really fancy. I'll get right on that.
Cap-
9 and 10, were you able to locate Pity Smitty?
Yes, he is here. He has made himself look like a console using Dominion technology.
Dominion technology.
Ugh, he pulls this all the time.
Did he try to integrate Dominion technology into the Starbase, the Federation equipment?
Yes.
He
Yeah.
did, which
that
is
would-
what is tearing them apart. And now we will have to use all of our adhesives, plus what you're creating, plus nanites. And that is the only way we will even hold this starbase together.
Absolutely. I absolutely agree that is what is required. But we're going to also have to unplug him because he's going to be the final, stop between us succeeding or failing.
Smitty,
Yeah, Smitty, do you have any idea which of these consoles he's most likely to be?
So he's most likely to be in the right console. Not the left console, but the right console. He's
just-
right-handed, you see.
but that would depend which way he was standing at the time that he became a console.
I agree with that.
Exactly.
Are you seeing 9 to 10? I'm seeing like Ensign Zach. Do you have any idea what's
Oh,
going on?
yes. That is the psychic link. Ensign Zach has become trapped in my neural net, which is because of the roots that I had to put in the Jeffries tubes because of my toes. I know, Captain. It is an issue.
Well, I'm glad that I'm not hallucinating. I'm hoping there's a way that we can solve for that too. I just feel like we have all these conflicting issues, and that is a distraction or is it a distraction? Like, is he communicating? I thought I saw a fan. I thought I saw plugging. We have to plug we can find out which console is not plugged in, and that will be Pity Smitty.
That is an excellent idea. Yes.
Okay, now I don't know what that was. A chicken with a plug. I do remember what that is. That's an old joke that Ensign Zach used to tell. Why did the chicken cross? Oh, what's that? 9 to 10. What do you have?
This is the plug to the unplugged console.
Well, I'm just going to follow that to the. I'm going to see. It looks like it's quite an extensive unplugged cable. I'm just going to follow it off that way.
Yes. Smitty's cousin.
Gritty.
Yes, Gritty Smitty. I understand that Smitty does not want Borg technology, and I get the feeling does not want to discuss with me the fact that your starbase requires Borg technology. However, your starbase requires Borg technology, and your time is ticking down. So, as the next Smitty in line, I assume.
I am second in command.
Excellent. I need you to approve me putting Borg technology in.
I will approve that. You should also know that I have 50,000 nanites available. I was never allowed to use them before, but I had to keep them in stock. I'm pretty vigilant about the stock here.
I'm sorry, why do you have Dominion technology and Borg technology and Starfleet technology on a Starfleet base? What are you doing on this base?
That's classified. I'm sorry, I can't talk about that.
Does it have anything to do with painting or crying? I stopped for a drink and I got a very long story.
It definitely has to do with the painter. You see,
hostages? Are you not actually a Starfleet base anymore? I do not understand what is happening here.
Okay, listen. When Starbase 4 was created, we had a lot of invasions that we stole technology from. So technically, we were kicked out of the Federation. So technically this is not Federation, but we operate like Federation. So, we're Federation. Light.
Like light on the rules? Or...
Light on all of the directives, pretty much. We are not light on stock. I mean, unless it's low stock items that you go through. But I keep that pretty regimented. Everything else, it is what it is. I mean, we have a painter that half owns. Well, she does own this place, and she pretty much can do whatever she wants. Like, our lower decks are filled with her tears.
I don't think you are allowed to own a Starfleet. Captain!
Yeah, 9 to 10. I need to talk to you very quickly, very privately.
Yes, I also need to talk to you very quickly, very privately.
I found an arboretum, like a white space arboretum. Let's go in there. I'll meet you over there.
Yes, we are going to go over there to talk about how you should not be doing this. Please ignore us or scatter.
I will scatter. Goodbye.
9 to 10. I think the painter is a founder.
Yes, that would make sense. Also, I believe that the Smitties are under the impression that someone can come in and say they own a Starfleet base and then they own it.
Yeah, things have not been adding up. Literally, they have not been gelling. Any of the stories that the painter is telling, or the way the Smitties are acting, and the fact that Smitty, the fact that Smitty had been hiding from us by pretending to be a console, well, if that isn't a changeling trick.
Yes.
I can't hear you, Smitty. It doesn't matter what you say.
Captain,
Hmm.
9 of 10. It was Pity Smitty, who was hiding as a console. I haven't figured out why. I know that you've been trying to locate me on the starbase. I had to hide my signature. I feel something on this starbase is not as I understood. It brings me great shame and much humility to admit this, but I believe that the crew of this starbase has been deceiving me. Starbase 4 was an outpost for studying technologies of our aggressors, Dominion technology, Borg technology, Romulan technology. And I am learning that, unbeknownst to me, we have been cut off from the Federation, and I have been played a fool by the rest of the Smitties and the crew on this station. And so I come to you with much humility. I need the help of the Peregrine Tachyon Field, and I hope that we can put aside our differences.
I'm so glad to hear this, Smitty. I had feared that you had been replaced completely by the founders. We definitely will help. Let's come up with a plan, the three of us.
Should we, though?
Should we not come up with a plan to get the aggressors off the starbase?
We should. I'm just taking on more and more revelations. 9 of 10. Perhaps your Borg insight has something.
Captain, I do not believe that this is actual Smitty, as the last Smitty was called Pity Smitty, and this Smitty looks the same as Pity Smitty, but thinks
Right.
that they are a different Smitty.
That is very. I'll just test you, Smitty. I'll just test you. So in 49113, what was your favorite ring?
The third ring of Saturn, obviously.
No, that's actually right. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, but that is everyone's favorite ring.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
How do you refer to Borg?
Long ago, a blood test.
Captain,
Yeah.
this Smitty referred to Borg as Borg, not
Right.
as bees.
Right. So Smitty, just a quick test. Give us some of the acronyms that you use for the Andorians.
The acronyms for the Andorians.
Well, you have acronyms for all the species. When you're out here, you have word games. So for the Andorian, we'll just run down a few of them.
As not an Andorian myself, I'm not comfortable using an acronym to describe them. I feel as though if perhaps I were an Andorian or was even married into an Andorian family, I don't think it would be appropriate. But with the
9 of 10, I absolutely agree. This is not the Smitty that I expected it to be. The other Smitty was just a little bit too on the edge for HR even. All right, so 9 and 10, what are we going to do?
Commander Hunter, Dr. Kilatora, I believe we are being held hostage.
Dr. Kilatora here. How can we help? Do you want to beam out?
Containment field?
Okay, I'll put up a containment field around you two.
Nope, the other way around.
Oh, around Smitty, maybe? Okay, there's a containment field around him.
Well, at least I'm safe in here, Captain, while you figure out what it is that's going on Starbase 4, because I certainly haven't figured it out yet. But I hope that you can.
I wanted to believe him. Like, he was so earnest. Which is not like the Smitty since his brother had been created as a Borg. Absolutely, I have to learn to stop trusting in the Federation uniform and the earnest eyebrows. Look,
yes,
go ahead.
Captain, I am concerned, though. I feel like they have allowed a few key details to slip, which is that this starbase has been using multiple technologies from multiple other species, specifically for weapons research. I am concerned. I think perhaps this is the beginning of a founder's new plan to invade.
Yeah, well, we have to stop them. Obviously, we have to stop them. Uh, we know that this starbase is coming apart. I mean, all we could do is just not help it stay together. Make sure, do a scan of our own ship, make sure we're not bringing any of them with us.
However, we have tied our shields in, so now if they fall apart, we fall apart. Which complicates that slightly.
Captain Commander Hunter here. How are we doing on Starbase 4? We are definitely tied in with their structural integrity. If they go, we go. If we go, they go. I'm filling every kind of hole I can here with every extra pair of hands that the doctor can provide.
Is it possible to somehow widen your neural net, 9 of 10? Perhaps that will both open it enough for Ensign Zach to escape and to capture these other... Oh, I just got like a risky business vibe going on there. I know it's risky business, but I feel like if there's some way we can capitalize on that weapon.
Yes. Now that Ensign Zach is in the neural net, it is probably distorting to his unique and unusual personality. If we do widen it, perhaps we could trap all of the Smitties and the founder, and then tell Ensign Zach to turn it up to 11. And I think that he will put them in permanent party mode.
I like this. Now, I think in order to help you, I may have to give you some of my worms.
Do I have to put them in my feet?
You'll have to put them in your feet.
Captain, the channel's still open. I think there's been some developments I'm not aware of, and I'm absolutely okay with just going with the plan. Would you like me to detach the Peregrine's field from Starbase 4?
If you can find some way to extricate it, we will need to get out of here as soon as possible because the Starbase will blow if we succeed.
Okay, and am I also to understand the Starbase has been compromised because it seems as though we now have a change in direction?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm going to also ready the weapon systems.
Yes, and
the worms. Yep. They're a little warm. That's okay.
There was an
squishy, right? Yeah.
Yes, they're very gummy.
Yep.
And that is pun too, I believe. Gummy worms, old Earth snack.
Yeah, I will accept it under duress because we are under duress. 9 of 10. I definitely, and I'm trying not to be cheesy, but I definitely feel a stronger link to our dear Ensign Zach.
Yes, it is because I am squirming. The squirming enhances the neural link, especially with Zach, as it looks like I am dancing, and it.
And I know you do not feel like taking that old record off the shelf. Yes, I'm feeling it. I'm also feeling that urge to just get into it. I'm just going to do a scan here to see how it's affecting others on the ship. I am noticing a little bit of topsy-turviness from the Smitties.
Yes. Oh.
Yeah, it's absolutely working, 9 of 10. Is there anything that I can do to help you to broadcast even louder?
I think if you start to dance as well, and perhaps if everybody just keeps dancing.
Just keep dancing. Yeah. I am dancing. Yeah. I'm doing the swimming. I'm doing sinking.
Oh!
I know that I am thinking. I'm grooving. Keep a moving. Oh, we got to do this or I'm behooving.
He's moving. He's moving.
Once you get on board with them, they really like.
I'm dancing. I'm dancing. I'm dancing. Yeah.
I can hear Zach. Zach, turn it up to 11.
I'm dancing.
Woo.
I'm dancing.
Yeah.
And I'm turning it up to 11. Yeah.
I'm scanning the Smitties. All definitely look to be captured by the neural net. 9 of 10. Ensign Zach, this is working.
Hello, I'm dancing. I'm dancing. Turn it up to 111.
We even have the painter.
Oh, the painter. Who's the painter?
The Ensign Zach. Okay.
Captain.
Oh, I have missed you. We have
Whoa.
to catch up. You and I have to catch up. Definitely have to catch up. Oh, we should keep moving. Keep moving.
Oh, gosh.
Cut to the bridge of the USS Peregrine.
Showing that Starbase 4 is destabilizing. Captain Field, we need to remove all personnel from the station post-haste, or there's going to be post-waste.
Emergency beam out back to the ship. Put us in 10 forward, 10-2 forward.
All right, beaming the crew directly to the bar. And Captain, what about the rest of the crew on Starbase 4? Are they all compromised? Do we need to save any of them? Or is it just kind of like we're just going to let whatever happens happen?
We'll sort it out in the report later.
Should I at least beam them to the cargo bay and put up a containment field?
I mean, that's probably the better option, the Federation option.
Yeah, you guys are going to the bar. They are going to the
barge.
Barge. That works. That works. Initiating transport now. I don't think I've that many people at once before. That was fun. That was like it took all of my fingers to do the crazy bars that make the transporter go.
Also amazing that you were running the transporter from the bar. That is efficient.
I like that, Commander. Thank you.
Any console can be any console as long as you just set up the UI. Like we could just basically fly the ship from our quarters. I don't know why we come to the bridge, but there is a social aspect that I do appreciate.
I do appreciate it as well. Dr. Good, I'm glad that you joined us. I was about to send out a hail.
Doctor,
yeah.
I learned something on this mission that I need to tell you. I think you will find it fascinating. It turns out that painters literally seem to have the job of creating pain tears. I always thought that they had devices that they dipped in pigment and changed wall colors. It turns out that is not accurate on Earth.
It's just pain tears. That is truly fascinating. So that's how the Sistine Chapel was painted.
Definition of art is to create an emotional response, and it looks like the emotional response is the art.
So deep.
I'm sorry, I really hate to distract from this. I'm just wondering if I could get my worms back.
Oh yes. They have been stepped on a lot. They stopped squirming, but they bit me very hard and I no longer feel my toes. So that worked.
I'm glad that they helped. They helped you. They helped us. Ensign Zach is back. Ensign Zach, this is Captain Tachyon Field. Are you with us?
Yeah, Cap, I'm back.
Oh,
what a ride.
What a ride. I would like to take a moment, if we might, just for the Regalian worms and all of the efforts. I mean, from their small little bit to 9 of 10, channeling so much neural net energy. Ensign Zach taking it to 11. And while I will have to write a lengthy report on Starbase 4, as a crew, I am so proud of each of you here on the USS Peregrine.
Yes. Oh, by the way, that neural net will stay. You will all have a permanent rave going on inside your head with several Smitties. And at some point, we should probably alert the Borg. There's another Smitty who will feel nothing, but perhaps it is worth sending a signal. Or not.
I am cutting holodeck rations in half if we have a neural rave party happening already. We don't need time away. Lay in a course for Starbase 2. Let's see if it's still there.
Yeah, Starbase 2 course set.
Do it.
Engage.
Does that work? Does that work? Do it? Is that too aggressive? Is that
You got to work on it. You got to work on it.
Maybe
Yeah, a little.
use one of the doctor's other hands, so you could say do it, but you could also be doing the wave and making us feel calm at the same time.
Sounds like a sneaker brand.
How about this? Punch it! No, that's way too aggressive. That's too much. Yeah, I'll figure it out. Captain's log supplemental. Figure out a good tag.
Captain, we have arrived at Starbase 2.
Oh, that was good. I'm glad they're so close at this part, even if they are on the outer. That's a story for another time. We'll call it right there. This has been Holodeck Follies, everybody. I forget how to end this. It's been a while. We'll go to the we'll go to the curtain for sure. And yeah, this has been the Dandies Holodeck Follies. Thank you very much for joining us across all the social media. We'll see your chats and we'll respond in a little bit. We were too busy doing this to respond, but we will. If you have not yet subscribed, you can find us on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, and Instagram. I mean, we're also there. We have presence there, and on Twitter we have presence there. But if you're watching the show, come back and watch us on those first three. Whew. I have been Velvet Duke. We have been the Dandies. We hope that you all laugh long and prosper.